Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of GENSHIN IMPACT, except it's not. This is something different, guys. Today I'm taking a bit of time away from my normal gameplay and my normal let's plays to talk about a very serious topic that is currently going on in the world of Genshin. As you all know, the amazing anniversary is upon us. The 1 year anniversary. Genshin Impact has been out and live for a year. Game has done very well. It's been pretty well received. I have an absolute amazing time playing it for this last year. And to talk about that, I wanted to bring up a very sensitive topic that is currently circulating through the internet, and that is the passage of clouds and stars, ladies and gentlemen. Total logins, passage of clouds and stars. As you all are aware, this is the 1 year anniversary reward that Genshin has provided for its community, for its players. 10 intertwined fates, 80,000 Mora, 8 hero wits, and 18 mystic enhancements. Now, although this prize is amazing and is pretty much a free 10 roll on any character or weapon banner, the Genshin community has approached this in a different way. Unfortunately, the general consensus is that the community, the player base, the players themselves are not happy with this reward. People are saying that how dare Mihoyo only give 10 wishes as reward for the 1 year anniversary. Now, I wanted to address this. I wanted to speak about this because this actually is something I care about a lot. It's something that I've thought about a lot. It's something that affects me personally. The toxicity surrounding Genshin and the community as a whole. Genshin Impact, Mihoyo, the company, have given every single player a 10 roll. A 10 roll for free. And not just any 10 roll. A 10 roll on the character banners. The limited time restricted banners where certain characters such as Kokomi, Hu Tao, Ganyu, Bao, Zhongli, Venti are only obtainable via those banners. Mihoyo has gone ahead and given everybody a 10 free pull on that banner. And people are ungrateful. People are complaining. On social media, hundreds of Twitter posts as well as Facebook posts and other such social media posts have just been people complaining how disgusted they are, how disappointed they are, how they cannot believe that Mihoyo has done something such as this by insulting the player base, by only rewarding you with 10 free wishes for the 1 year anniversary. Now, I don't know about you guys. I hope most of my viewers are sensible people. I'm sure many people do not agree with me. I'm pretty sure that this is going to get me into a lot of trouble saying what I'm about to say. But every single one of you out there that is unhappy, complaining, or feels that they have been betrayed by Mihoyo, you need to grow up. I'm sorry. You need to understand and accept that you just got 10 free rolls, roughly $12-ish worth of rolls from Mihoyo for absolutely free for playing the game. That is whether you started playing the game yesterday or you've been playing the game for years, or a year in this case, I would say. Regardless of whether you've been playing for a year or if you started yesterday, the game has been generous and kind enough to give you a free 10 pull. Do you deserve a free 10 pull for installing and playing a game? Of course not. It's your choice. You made the choice to install and play the game. Did you pay for the game? Is this an $80 AAA title that is a disaster and mistake and doesn't even get a sequel because it's so trash tier, aka Cyberpunk? No, it's not. Is this one of the most hyped games of the year where people had to wait after demos and re-releases and pushbacks and teaser trailers and promises that were never made and never kept, and then still drop $80 on it? And it's a glitchy beta disaster game like Fallout 76? No, it's not. This is a gacha game brought to you by Mihoyo, which is completely 100% free to play. You go, you install the game, and you play the game. It costs you nothing. It is fun. It provides hundreds of hours of gameplay. The environment is absolutely stunning and beautiful. We have Dragonspine, which is beautiful, snowy, Skyrim-like area that just feels extremely intimidating but fun to explore due to the sheer cold mechanic, which I'm not a fan of myself, but I think added something to the gameplay at least for it. Is this where you fight the violin in Mondstadt, the city of wind, the beautiful windmills, and the green location that is Mondstadt? Is this a Leeway, the Geo Archon's homeland, full of rocky caverns and caves and rock type monsters to combat and fight and collect new items and see new things? These are the areas in this open world, massive world that have hours of gameplay and exploration potential. I mean, I still to this day have not completed the full map of Genshin Impact. After playing the game for an entire year, I have yet to explore the entire map of Genshin. It's just too big. There's just too much to see. How can I ever be mad about a game that gave me a year's worth of playtime, with brand new events dropping constantly, almost weekly if you will, with new character banners for exciting new character drops so it doesn't get stale, that you always feel like you're getting something new, multiple different characters with different playstyles, different weapons, different spells, completely different elements that are used with nice conjunction with each other to create nice combos of melt, vaporize, swirl, etc, etc. How on earth could I be mad about getting 10 rolls? How could my entire opinion of the game change because I did not get a free 90 roll 5-star, that I did not get up to $100 worth of payback from the game I installed for free and played? I don't know about you guys, but that sounds like the most selfish, self-centered person in the world. So as you can see, we are currently on the Ball statue in Inazuma, looking at the beautiful open world, fully explorable open world, by the way, that you can explore. And I'm currently on my free-to-play account, and I'm on my free-to-play account today for a reason. I wanted to be on this account specifically because the big complaint is that players are complaining about the fact that, well, it's the anniversary, we don't even get a 5-star, we get 10 rolls. What is 10 rolls going to give me? It's going to give me a 4-star or some 4-star weapon or something horrible like that. Well, let me put this into perspective. On my free-to-play account, I have 73,000 Primogems. I have not spent a cent on Genshin. I've installed the game. I've played the game. I've never bought a Welcome Spacing. I've never bought a Crystal Top-Up. I've never bought a character skin. I've never spent anything. I'm 100% free to play. Not a single cent spent on Genshin Impact. Not a single cent. There are no ads running somewhere in my game. There's no pop-ups promoting shit in my game. It's a free game that I play on my computer at my own leisure. It has a gacha component, which you may spend on if you want. And I have 73,000 Primogems. How do I want to be mad at Genshin for giving me 10 free wishes when I have not even given them a cent? I have not even given them a single dollar to pay for their programmers, to pay for their artists, to pay for their writers, and every other department in a company that produces this game that I've been playing for 1 year. How can I expect more than the free 10 they're giving me already? The point of this is not to show off my amazing Primogem count, but to rather show that off. If 5 stars is what I wanted, 5 stars is what I could get. The game gives you the means to get 5 stars. If we look at my character setup, you will see that currently I only have 1 5-star, and that is Jean. I do have a 5-star weapon, which is a Claymore, currently equipped by Noel. I lost it on the 50-50 roll. I got a weapon instead of a character on my pity, and that happens from time to time. I do still have a Yanfei. I do still have a Diona. I have a Fischl, a Bennett, a Chongyong, a Sucrose, a Ningguang, a Xingqiu, a Beidou. Okay, Zhangling. Zhangling, I guess, is free to play if you count the fact that you get her from the Spiral Abyss level 3 buck, just completing that. So the only characters you get from the game is Amber, Kaya, Lisa, Barbara, Zhangling, and your main character, the Traveler, who I don't think they show here. I never noticed that until today, but they don't even show your character. These are the only characters you get. Every other character I've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 alternative characters to play as. I got from gacha. I got from rolling in the game. I did not spend a cent to roll for these characters, but I got them. The game gives me the means to roll. The game gives me the means. If I had to spend my 73,000, I probably would have had 4 to 5 to 6 more 5 stars, or maybe 1 or 2 more 5-star weapons on top of that. I can't be mad. For what must I be mad? For a game giving me free things? For a free-to-play game that I did not buy to give me more free things to make my game more enjoyable, to bring back a little bit of excitement with a free 10 pool roll? Let's say for argument's sake, I am a uber whale who has spent thousands of dollars on Genshin, and Mihoyo has to reward me for that. How would that look to the community if you were a free-to-play player, or if you were a light spender, and you saw that Mihoyo gave big spenders whales more rewards for spending more? They would ostracize half of the player base, if not more, who are the free-to-play community, who would be livid and upset that whales who already have the means to buy the characters are getting more than them. Why would Mihoyo not reward them? They're the ones paying Mihoyo salaries. The whales who spend on the game are what are keeping the game alive. We should be thankful as free-to-play players that there are whales out there that spend on the game to motivate and keep Mihoyo to keep releasing content for the game and keep making the game played. Because Mihoyo doesn't make sales on the game itself. They make their money through the gacha mechanic. Without whales, there would not be a game. Whales don't care about a 10 pool. A 10 pool for whale is nothing. They drop a 10 pool when a subscriber says, hello, I just subscribed, do a 10 pool, and they do a 10 pool. When whales are using 4-star weapons to reinforce and level up 5-star weapons because they have so much money they can just buy infinite 4-star weapons by rolling constantly, it doesn't affect the whale. For a free-to-play player who hasn't spent a cent, 10 wishes is godly, but it's not deserved. You did not spend any money. You did not keep Mihoyo's doors open. Why do you think as a free-to-play you deserve those 10? If anything, the whale deserves 10 more than you do. The whale who doesn't need it, who can afford it on his own, deserves the reward more than you do as the free-to-play player. You should be thankful that you got the 10 wishes in the first place. You got anything in the first place. The whale gets to save a couple of dollars. Doesn't really affect him, but it's nice. It's a nice saving. He's a whale. He likes the game enough to spend a lot of money on it. Obviously, he already likes the game. He doesn't need to be thanked by Mihoyo. He's already enjoying it. He's already having fun. He's already spending. He's had his fun. He's got his money's worth. Very clearly. People that are complaining about the rewards in Genshin Impact are simply self-entitled, selfish, greedy people who didn't want to spend money on the game and wanted to get a bunch of free stuff, or mainly, unfortunately, whales who did spend a lot on the game and feel that they did not get the adequate thank you for what they had invested and spent on the game. The people that actually, in my opinion, deserved it. And please keep in mind that I'm pretty much a free-to-play. On this account 100%, and on my second account I can tell you the exact amount. I have spent a total of $376, which is light guppy levels. The most frustrating part of this whole situation for me is that Genshin Impact, the game, has this Moonlight Merriment. Now, Moonlight Merriment itself is not what I'm talking about. It's not the fact that this event is kind of cute and fun and slightly different and just an all-round happy feeling. It's about the fact that it is another event. Genshin Impact has released multiple events, from the Wind Chase Festival in Mondstadt to the Lantern Ride Festival in Liyue to other such events through the years, for combat events, arena events, hide and seek events, you name it, there's been an event almost for it. These are events that are released on the constant by Mihoyo for free. You do not need to pay to take part in these events. You do not need to pay money on DLC for these events. You get to log in, play a brand new event, and even receive rewards for playing that event. And none of these events require any money to spend. You do not need to spend money on it. You do not need to have 5-star characters to do it. You do not have R5 5-star weapons for it. I have beat every single event since Genshin has started. I've got every single crown. I'm sitting on 10 crowns. I've got every single crown from every single event since I started on this account. I've done absolutely everything doable in the game. And I am free to play. I do not need 5 stars. 5 stars are not needed to beat events. 5 stars are not needed to beat challenges. 5 stars are not needed to progress the story. 5 stars are not needed to explore the map at all. This is the selfish desire of a person that is not willing to either A, spend money on the game, or B, has spent money and just wants more. Next, I want to talk about Genshin Impact and the actual map. As you guys know, Genshin Impact is pretty big. It has 3 zones: Inazuma, Liyue, and Mondstadt, of which all 3 are massive. Absolutely massive. They are unique bosses, aka the hypostasises, Mega Tenki type armor wielding bosses, which I can't click on right now because I'm incapable of clicking on them. There are other types of enemies like the automated mechanici. There are flower bosses. There is a giant wolf weekly boss. There's a giant dragon weekly boss. There is a giant rock god that lives under the earth weekly boss. There's a geo dragon Vishap thing. I'm not sure what exactly they said. It's a dragon, but it doesn't look like no dragon I've ever seen, so it's fine. There's the most annoying boss in the game of the water oceanid. There's a variety of bosses with unique fighting styles and unique ways to fight against, where I've beaten them all on the hardest difficulty. Every single one of them. There's not a single thing I've done. There are super bosses in the game, aka Child. I've not unfortunately unlocked Signora to show that off, but Signora and other such super bosses that are also unique and extremely fun to fight. I've beat them on the hardest difficulty. There is a domain called the Spiral Abyss that is the hardest content in the game, and I have beat floor 12. Not this week yet because I'm struggling a little bit on the current one, but I beat floor 12 before, which is the hardest content game as a free to play. It's all accessible, it's all doable, and it costs nothing. Now please don't get me wrong, I'm not here just to defend Mihoyo as a fanboy of the game. Oh no, don't misunderstand. I too would have absolutely loved a free 5-star weapon or a free 5-star character. It would have been so cool, it would have been so nice, I would have been happy. I'm very happy right now with 10 free wishes, let me tell you that. But of course I would be more happy with even more, because everyone wants, and I get that. You're a player, you like the game, you might not be able to spend, or you can spend, but you want more, you want some kind of thing, and I get that. And that is what they've done, they've given you 10 free wishes. The thing is, do I feel entitled to more? Definitely not. Do I think I deserve more? Well, I haven't spent a cent, so I don't technically deserve anything, right? Do I feel that other players should have got more than me or less than me? Not really. I feel everyone should get equivalent no matter what you've done in the game. We all play the game. I feel that the problem with the community right now is people are upset that they didn't get what they expect. They didn't get what they wanted. They didn't get what they got. But that's life, guys. At some point you will have to grow up and realize that in life, not everything is just as easy as you get what you want and it's given to you on a silver platter. Sometimes in life things don't go your way. Are you going to be sad about it and cry about it on social media? Or are you going to accept it, move on, and if you don't like it, stop playing, and if you don't mind it, continue enjoying this great game? That is a choice that only you can make, and not something I can make you do or tell you to do. That's all I can say about it now, is that I'm completely satisfied with the gifts. Of course I would have been happy with more gifts, but I don't think that myself, or any other player should feel entitled to more, or feel that they deserve more, because you don't. You really don't. You don't deserve anything. You got a free game that you got to play. It was really fun and with your hours of entertainment. Whether you still play it, whether you stop playing it, no matter what the circumstances are, you definitely are not entitled to anything. One of the things that annoys me the most about this entire situation is the content creators on YouTube, the content creators on Twitch, and influencers on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or any other platform that might be used to promote or talk about or discuss Genshin Impact. I cannot take the content creators and these people that use Genshin Impact to make a living, people that had no views, no subscribers, no growth, no potential, and once Genshin came out, found their niche and managed to use this hype game that is played by millions around the world to grow a viewer base, a community, and a follower base that now pays their salary. This completely free to play game pays their salary, and they honestly have the audacity to want to make videos for clickbait purposes, to pull in views by the controversy and the upset community and Genshin player base, to make more money on a game that they did not spend money to play and have been given rights by Mihoyo to use without copyright restrictions on their content created channels, and then complain about it. Jumping on the bandwagon of let's review bomb Genshin Impact on the Google Play Store. Let's complain and make threads about how horrible it is. Let's make clickbait videos of this is a joke, the anniversary. so that people will click on it, so they get more views, so they get more money. I cannot accept it. I cannot take it. I don't care when I get 1 view or 1,000,000 views. I care about getting my opinion across, whether people like it or not. Because at the end of the day, I've played Genshin for 1 year. I've released a shit ton of content on Genshin, and I'm very, very thankful that I found such a fun, amazing game that I could use on my channel and make content out of. Even if it's not the most successful thing I've ever done, I've had a blast doing it. And I'm not going to start by jumping on the bandwagon to bait a few viewers, to bait a few clicks, and say that these rewards are trash, to say that these rewards are a joke, to say Mihoyo is not listening to the community, to say that we deserve more and we are being robbed and disrespected by this company. No, we're not. We're really not. And if you think that, it's because you are entitled once again. For every one of you out there that are complaining about it, 10 other people are super happy to have been able to get any wishes because they just really wanted to try their hands on a Kokomi or a Thoma or a Hutao or whichever other character is coming out in the future. At the end of the day, most of the players playing this game are currently in Inazuma, probably, or at least on their way to Inazuma, which means they've probably put in about 40 to 50 hours of gameplay into Genshin Impact since the game came out, minimum. You didn't pay anything for this. For 40 to 50 hours of any game's content and exploration and fun, you would probably have to invest anything between $60 and $80. So take your free gift to a temple, get a Kokomi, get a Thoma, get whatever it is you might want to get, and just relax and be happy and be thankful that you got anything. And to those of you that got a 4-star, well, it's another 4-star. For those who are very lucky with your free temple to get a 5-star character or more, congratulations. I hope it treats you well and you enjoy it. End of the day, all of us are playing the game for our own reasons, and all of us are going to have an opinion about whether the anniversary is good or bad. I just hope I might have let you see the other side of things, that there are people out there that actually do believe that we are being treated fairly and that do not understand this hate and passion to destroy a game and its reputation because they did not get enough free stuff. That is the end of this little rant, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it, at least in some sense. If you agree with me, if you do not agree with me, that's your choice. I hope I might have shed some light onto the situation. I really like this game. I'm going to continue playing this game and releasing content for it, so please stick around for that. Mihoyo, thank you so much for the 10 free rolls. I really enjoyed it, and I'm hoping to spend it on the 1st of November and get a free 5-star. For now, thank you so much everyone for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you guys next time with more Genshin Impact.